Good morning and welcome to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
Today is the 1st of April 2014, a brand new month, and of course we will be talking about cricket. Sri Lanka clinched an M40-59 run against New Zealand in the ICC World T20 encounter yesterday.
Oh, what about this one? Yes, this one. Oh, what is going? Oh, that's close. That's catch got 5. This has been.
Those were, of course, some of the special moments witnessed in the match yesterday. We have a more comprehensive report on the match coming up later on the news, but let's start off with a look at the headlines this morning. Spread of foot and mouth disease in declines. The Paddy Marketing Board says there's a reduction in the paddy produce received by the government. Russia in partial border pullout. Lasith Malingaherat's heroics propel Sri Lanka to World T20 semi-finals. The Paddy Marketing Board states that the amount of paddy which were purchased under the government paddy purchasing program has seen a reduction. Chairman of the board KB Singh has stated that they were only able to purchase 4,500 metric tons of paddy this season. The chairman added that the reason behind this is due to the competitive price in which the paddy is bought by the private sector. Furthermore, it has been found that the private sector purchased Samba rice at a price of 40 rupees per kilogram, while Nadu rice is purchased at 36 rupees per kilogram. KB Singh has said that warehouses belonging to the Paddy Marketing Board are open in all districts in order to purchase paddy. The water supply in the Kalutara area has been disrupted due to high tide. General Manager of the Water Supply and Drainage Board, Ranjit Balsurya, said the high tide has been affecting the water supply in the area since Saturday. He added that the board is finding it difficult to use water from the Kalu River as seawater has mixed with fresh water in the river. As a result, the Kalutara area is supplied with water using bowsers. The General Manager added this is a common occurrence in the months of March and September, and that they anticipate the situation to recede by Thursday. And of course, on headline making news, the Department of Animal Products and Health says that the spread of foot and mouth disease that was on the spread in many districts in the island has been curtailed. Director General of the Department, Dr. Kumar De Silva, said that accordingly transportation, slaughter and sale of meat has been lifted from many areas. The ban was imposed on 11 districts in the island following reports of the spread of foot and mouth disease. The Director of the Department of Animal Product Health added that even though the spread of the disease is under control, measures to prevent the disease are still underway. Today marks day 6 of Around the World in 40 Days, a 40-day world tour organized ahead of the youth conference that will be held in Sri Lanka this year. Newsfirst Director General Manager Yasrat Kamal Siri, who is in Philippines, Manila, brings us details with the day's proceedings.
Around the World in 40 Days.
The city of Manila in the Philippines, and the time zone is 2.5 hours ahead. A special ceremony has been conducted at the Sri Lankan embassy to welcome the delegates from around the world under the auspices of the acting ambassador Vijay Ratna Mendis. Furthermore, special discussions are due to take place with the National Youth Commission of the Philippines at 10 a.m. local time. Subsequently, a meeting with the mayor from Thane Rizal is scheduled at 3 p.m. local time, in which discussions will be held about the activities and projects that will be organized from the youth in the region. We will also be taken to witness the operation of the Disaster Management Center in the city of Manila.
Fisheries say that 40 Indian fishermen placed in Sri Lankan custody will be sent back to India within the coming days.
18 boats are also to be released along with the fishermen. The Ministry of Fisheries also stated that this is the last pack of Indian fishermen in the country. Meanwhile, 78 Indian fishermen were released from the Sri Lankan custody and were returned to India along with 20 boats. 58 fishermen and 13 boats were released to India in the seas of Kankes and Ture. 20 Indian fishermen and 7 damaged boats were also released to the Indian Coast Guard off the coast of Thale Mannar. Meanwhile, Sri Lankan fishermen under Indian authorities were also released.
Minister of National Water Supply and Drainage Board Dinesh Gunawardena engaged in an inspection tour of the newly opened exhibition area at the Bogamre prison in Kandy yesterday.
The minister also witnessed at the cell in which his father Philip Gunawardena was imprisoned at the Bogamre prison. The minister's children were also present at the occasion. The minister said that Bogamre prison is part of history and serves as a reminder of the leaders who fought for the independence of this nation.
පිළිබඳ මැතිතුමා ඇතුළු වගේ නායකයන් බ්‍රිතාන්‍යයන්ට අභියෝගයක් එල්ල කරපු නිසා තමයි.
It is because of ministers like Philip Gunawardena challenged the British in order to gain independence that they were arrested and were detained in such prisons under the emergency law regulations and without a trial. What is important to remember at the time is that England is threatening us. That is why I think it is important, especially at a time like this, to remember such incidents. We appreciate the fact that places such as these are preserved.
මුළුමහත් ජනතාවටත් වැදගත් අවස්ථාවක්. ඉතින් අපි අගය කරනවා මේ ස්ථාන එලෙසම අද දිනේද පවතින ගැන.
Now, Sri Lanka clinched an emphatic 59-run victory in the ICC World T20 encounter against New Zealand at the match played at Chittagong yesterday. Toss elected to field first. Thereby, Kusal Perera and Tilakaratne Dilshan opened the innings for the Sri Lankans. Dilshan was the first wicket to fall as he was undone by New Zealand bowler Trent Boult for just 8 runs. Mahela Jayawardene top scored for the team with 25 runs before heading back to the dresser. Lairu Thirumana and Sachitra Senanayake chipped in with 20 and 17 runs respectively. Sri Lanka target of 120 runs. The New Zealanders were bowled out for only a mere 60 runs in 15.3 overs. Kane Williamson was the top scorer for the team with 42 runs. Rangan Herat bagged 5 wickets for the Sri Lankans and was thereafter named the player of the match. Meanwhile, speaking at a post-media briefing, Sri Lankan captain for yesterday's match, Lasith Malinga, expressed his views on their performance in the match against New Zealand at the ICC World T20 encounter.
No, it's because of the last few matches Rangan didn't play. But I want to play for him this match because of I know he success really last couple of months and against New Zealand because of they have a good top order for right hand batsman. I think Ross and Brendan is a bit struggle for him. I think that's my feeling is I know to use Rangana for that top order. That's why I try that.